DJ Mike C on the track.
Cause that be natural. Lady D. Looking tacky. I keep my game tactful.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm so nappy. Cause that be natural.
The infamous.
I ain't looking tacky cause I keep my game tactful.
I'm so pretty, I'm so fabu, I'm so nappy, it's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo, fucking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon, getting these minutes like I'm a typhoon. Y'all is children on that cartoon.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Airfros and Babyhairs, and thank you for joining me for another chat session. Today we have a few more topics to catch up on, so go ahead and grab your drink, a snack, and a comfortable seat. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Be sure to turn on your notifications bell as well. Also, let's chop it up in the comment section. I would greatly appreciate your feedback and opinions on these topics. Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So, how is everybody doing today? Happy New Year's to all of the children of the sun. Now is the time to really get into manifesting resolutions, goals, aspirations, and all of that. Shout out to my fellow Arians. It's our season, baby. So, happy solar return to each of you. Also, guys, I have a special guest in the house tonight. D-Man is in the building. He's gonna be my co-host tonight. You got something you want to say to the people, D-Man?
Just get ready for these topics because they have been interesting recently. They have been interesting.
Yep, and this will give us an opportunity for everyone to get a female perspective as well as a male's perspective. So this should get interesting, and I hope we don't bump heads because I'm an Aries, he's a bull. So we always strapping. We are always strapping up in here. Anyways, I hope everyone is doing awesome. I hope that you all are enjoying your weekend in a stress-free, drama-free environment. And with that being said, let's be nosy and see what's going on in these stories.
Let's see.
So for the first topic, we are about to discuss Megan Thee Stallion's former best friend Kelsey Harris does first interview since Tory Lanez pow-powing. Claims she has PTSD from incident. And this is coming from xxlmag.com. And it reads, Megan Thee Stallion's former best friend Kelsey Harris is speaking out for the first time since the Tory Lanez trial. Kelsey Harris gives interview. On Sunday, March 3rd, Kelsey was the first guest on the season 2 premiere of the Danza Project podcast. During the nearly 2-hour interview, Kelsey, who was present the night of the pow-powing, remained mostly mum on exact details of the night Tory Lanez pow-powed Megan Thee Stallion. However, she did talk about an alleged video of the incident that may exist. Where is the video? She asked around the 1:05:50 mark of the interview below. And hopefully there is a video. Guess what that's gonna do? Clear the F out of my name. Shh, I wish there was a video. I'm sure there was a video. She also talked about how the night has affected her. That morning I woke up and I had said a prayer, Kelsey said at the 1:17:20 mark. If there's something not for me, show me that. I swear to you, I prayed that morning. That night it was destruction. I was angry. This is not what I asked for, but you have to be prepared for what you asked for. It had to happen that way for me to get away, for me to grow, for me to shine in my own light, she continued. Kelsey also discussed the trauma she's gone through from what she witnessed that night. I was really going through, she added. I really have PTSD from that. Really was depressed. All of that is very real. And no, I'm human. My pain does matter. Kelsey Harris was mom during Tory Lanez trial. The issues between Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey Harris sparked the night of the July 15, 2020 pow-powing, when Kelsey reportedly discovered Megan had slept with Tory Lanez, with whom Kelsey was in a relationship. An argument between the two ensued after they left a party at Kylie Jenner's house. During the altercation, Tory Lanez pow-powed Megan in the foot. Kelsey was less than forthcoming when she took the stand during Tory Lanez's trial. Despite receiving immunity from the prosecution, she refused to answer many questions or name Tory as the pow-power. She also contradicted statements she made in an interview with the prosecutors prior to the trial, in which she claimed Tory threatened her right before the pow-powing. Tory Lanez's jail call to Kelsey the night of the shooting, where he apologizes profusely for his actions that night, had a big effect on Tory being found guilty on December the 23rd, 2022, and sentenced to 10 years in prison. So, yeah, I think that's it. It says, see, Carrie Harris reveals she has PTSD due to Tory Lanez powing below. So we're not going to watch the video because it's an hour and 47 minutes long. But what do y'all think about her coming forward now to do interviews? What do you think, D-Man?
Well, with her, I'm just wondering on the PTSD thing. I'm like, when she's like, you know, I really do have PTSD. Are you really trying to convince yourself that you have PTSD? Because that's how it sounded. And then I had questions as well about it, because the only one that actually had heat is her, the person, you know, receiving the interview or giving the interview. And Tory Lanez being up in jail said that he made a phone call and he was apologizing for his actions. Was he apologizing for actions that night or something for prior? You get what I'm saying? He apologized for things that happened before that night even occurred. So if he's still claiming his innocence, which, you know, people are still saying, or he's saying that he's still claiming his innocence. Kelsey also said that if there was a video, like it was a video, I know it was a video, but that video been released because it'll, you know, clear her name. Like she already know there is no video anymore because it's been deleted. You get what I'm saying? So she's saying like she knows something. That's what it kind of sounds like to me.
Yeah, I think everything about Kelsey screams guilt. And I think I've said that before. Like, you pile my best friend, there's no way I'm going to see you at the jail. It's no way I'm finna answer your phone calls. I don't care if we was in a relationship. This is my best friend. You get what I'm saying? And at this point, me and her both mad at you.
Yeah.
But you piled my best friend.
Yeah, but at the time, whenever it happened, she had Anna with her best friend because her best friend betrayed her.
Yeah.
So is it still her best friend?
But this dude betrayed you too, chick.
But it's still, I mean, the dude, you know, but...
I get what you saying, but it's like, if it's me, you my best friend, and you my dude, right? This person over here is my dude, and this person over here is my best friend, and both of y'all betrayed me. It looks like my dude is more in the wrong because y'all both betrayed me, but you turned around and tried to pile my friend. Ain't no way I'm finna talk to you. I'm not finna talk to neither one of y'all. I'm not finna be a her beck and call. I'm not finna be answering no phone calls and showing up to no jail for you either. I'm mad at both of y'all, especially you, because now you let me know that you pile girls. You pile girls.
It ain't had nothing to do with the pile.
You pile girls, so everything about Kelsey looks guilty.
It didn't have anything to do with the pile of the girls. Okay? It's something else.
You bang my friends and you pile my friends.
So it's the banging of the friends that hurt the most. The pow-powing is residual.
They both betrayed her in that light.
Yeah, I mean it is.
So they deserve both of them deserve the same response from her on both sides. But she should have been more mad at the dude for trying to take her best friend feet off. If that's truly what happened.
Now, like you just said,
it's almost like a girl finding out that a dude beat girls. You see what I'm saying? Like, say that night y'all found out, let's remove the whole pow-powing. So you see him out here beating the crap out of your best friend. And now you finna be like, oh, come on, boo-boo. I'ma protect you, baby. No, in that moment, they're gonna be like, oh, he one of them. Oh, he beat girls. This is even a step further. He pows girls.
Once again, all of that is after the fact that he had already been with the girl. You know, so that is the motive and the headstrong, because you said she is a bull. She is a Taurus, correct? So that part, that's the anger. She had blood in her eyes anyway over this quote unquote best friend, because it's just my best friend. This dude can be replaced, but you supposed to be my best friend.
You make her seem even more guilty. She got blood in her eyes for best friend. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't about nothing what Kelsey is saying.
Yeah, that's why I said it's like she's trying to convince herself that she has PTSD.
That's why I led with Kelsey screams guilt. Because if you truly felt the way that you felt about the situation, the way you trying to make us think, you would have never been answering his calls. You would have never been meet him at no jail.
Exactly.
You would have never been trying to get, what did she get? What is it called? Immunity. What do you need immunity for if you didn't do that?
If you innocent.
Right. So that's why I led with everything about her screams guilt.
Mm-hmm.
If it was, and then now it's all about her.
And then didn't she plead the fifth or something like that?
This immunity, yeah.
Yeah, pleading the fifth is what? She has the right to not to self-incriminate. That's exactly what it is. Self-incriminate.
So that's what I'm saying. She went down there, instead of her being beside her friend's side at the hospital and all that, she was with Tori at the jail, making sure he was good, making sure he wasn't gonna snitch, making sure, you see what I'm saying, he wasn't gonna spill the beans on who really powered Meg in the feet.
Hey, just go ahead, because I'm gonna keep some money on your books. You know, we just gotta keep this between us. All right, you know.
Right.
It'll be back right when you get out, you know.
So that's why Tori was apologizing, like, man, I hate that you had to, had to do that to that girl, all because of my actions. I was drunk, I was high, promethazine and codeine.
Looking back at on all of it now, it wasn't even worth it. Just looking back, I should not even mess with that girl. Mm-hmm. That's what he was apologizing for.
Exactly, and that's what he said. So yeah, guys, let us know y'all opinion on this topic, and I do really think she need to sit down and be quiet, because if she keep on doing the interview, she gonna be told off on herself. Mm-hmm. It's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But let us know y'all thoughts on it in the comments below. Do y'all think Tori actually did it, or do y'all think Kelsey actually did it? The raging bull with red in her eyes. Alright guys, on the next topic, this is coming from Yahoo News, and it says Baltimore Key Bridge collapse, full coverage, 2 bodies recover, remaining workers presumed unalive as cleanup effort continues. Officials said that they were transitioning to a cleanup operation to remove debris that is preventing divers from accessing the area where additional victims are believed to be. The bodies of 2 people who were unalive when Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed earlier this week have been recovered, police said on Wednesday. Authorities said 8 workers were on the bridge fixing potholes when a single Singapore flag cargo ship called the Dali struck one of the bridge's pillars, causing it to collapse. In addition to the 2 bodies recovered, 2 of the workers were rescued and 4 people remain missing and are presumed unalive. The Patapsco River is now filled with debris from the collapse. Huge barges carrying cranes were headed to the area to start clearing the wreckage of the 1.6-mile long bridge. There is no immediate timeline on when the bridge, which spans a major thoroughfare of East Coast shipping, could be rebuilt. According to White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, President Biden has instructed his staff to move heaven and earth to rebuild the bridge. Jennifer Hummindy, the National Transportation Safety Board chair, said investigators on Thursday were planning to interview the 2 pilots who were aboard the Dali at the time of the crash. Well, first of all, condolences to anybody who had loved ones on that bridge at the time, anybody who had loved ones on that ship at the time. This is a really, really sad.
And for people that was actually driving on that bridge at the time too, because it was cars that went down up into the water. Although they only say about the workers that were on the bridge, it's actually some people that were in cars too, and they don't know exactly how many cars went into the water as of now, from what I understand.
Well, that's why I said people. Like people, period. But this sounds kind of strange. I didn't know this ship was from Singapore.
Yeah, they have.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they have foreign ships come in all the time to these different ports all across the country that has all these what are those, containers? And that's a lot of containers on that ship.
Yeah, it sounded like the ship was bringing
I think they were leaving out
cranes. It was headed to the area. Oh, it said huge barges carrying cranes were headed to the area to start clearing the wreckage. Oh, okay. I was thinking the ship was bringing the cranes because they was already working on the bridge, but now I see this is something different.
Yeah.
To reconstruct the bridge.
Yeah. When they hit, as far as video, and I'm sure some of you all have already seen video, when it hit the pillar, you had portions of the bridge that just kind of fell at the pillar, and at the pillar, that was on the next side, it was just catastrophe. That was wrong.
Right. So yeah, once again, condolences to anybody who had loved ones on that bridge, on that ship. This is unfortunate. But like I said, my what do they call the people with the my conspiracy theory hat comes on. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But anyway, y'all, let us know y'all thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah, condolences.
All right, guys, on the next topic, this is from xxlmag.com, and it says MIA calls out U.S. immigration policies, claims Jay-Z was paid by her ex-fiance's family. MIA is calling out United States immigration policies and blasting Jay-Z amid her ongoing custody battle for her 14-year-old son. MIA blasts U.S. immigration. On Thursday, February the 8th, the Paper Planes rhymer let off some steam during a lengthy tirade on X, formerly known as Twitter, blaming immigration policies in the U.S. on her inability to see her teenage son with former fiance Benjamin Brofman. Biden won't let me see my child, she tweeted. The longest processing is meant to be 2 months, and it's already been that. I have to wait till the Republican wins. Wow. I'm not allowed to see my child for stealing food at 18 when I was poor, she continued. Yet our government is okay with my child being with family convicted for child trafficking and sex quotes, okay? The difference between me and migrants coming in is that I can't vote. I'm paying U.S. taxes too. Sick. I'm sorry, America, but your ethics and morals are pretty effed on this. The vocal Sri Lankan rhymer went on to say she believes her being outspoken about peace in the Middle East is the underlying reason for her ongoing custody battle. I have shown support for Julian for 14 years and have been to the U.S. many times, she added. The only thing different this time is I called for a ceasefire and spoke out against genocide and ethnic cleansing. Now I am forced to pick between my child and speaking up for what's right by God. MIA name drops Jay-Z during the diatribe. During her diatribe, she also called out her former manager, Jay-Z. My first custody battle was 2013. My child was 4. I was managed by Jay-Z, who ultimately was paid by Brofmans, she continued, referring to the wealthy Canadian Jewish family to which her ex-fiancé is related. The family made headlines in 2020 for members' involvement in the NXIVM trafficking sex scandal. Be very clear why my Be very clear why my Mathangi record was buried in 2013. MIA added, commenting on her album that was reportedly shelved during her time managed by Roc Nation. I sacrificed my career for my child. They ripped me off and copied my style and gave it to their puppets and shadow banned me on every platform. But it was worth it to save him from the madness of what you know now. The day I was served for my child, Roc Nation stopped all communication with me, and all my emails to Jay-Z asking for help was wiped from my inbox, she added. My was broken into and every lap was taken. I was trapped in Brooklyn on order served that restricted me leaving Brooklyn for 15 years. Wow. And then it says that MIA's history with Jay-Z's Roc Nation. MIA signed a management deal with Roc Nation in May of 2012. However, the relationship soured within a couple of years and she parted ways with the company in January of 2024. During an interview in 2016, she revealed part of the friction was caused by Jay-Z allegedly urging her to settle a $16 million lawsuit with the NFL for flashing her middle finger during the 2012 Super Bowl halftime show by signing off music earnings for the rest of her life. Since departing Roc Nation, she has released 2 albums, AIM in 2016 and Matter in October of 2022. XXL has reached out to Jay-Z's team for comment. Check out, I'm not gonna go through that, but yeah, what do you think about that?
That's crazy. It kind of sounds like she's saying that her child is like incarcerated.
No, it's just the Jewish Canadian dude who is the father actually got custody of the little boy when he was 4 because MIA was shoplifting.
Okay.
And Jay-Z helped that family get custody of him, but she's saying that family is like corrupt. But they paid Jay-Z to help them get custody of her child. You see what I'm saying? So she speaking out, and then once Jay-Z got paid, he was like through with her. Like she was shadow banned and all of that. And now, and also she had to stay in New York for like 14 years. She ain't been able to leave. And it's like, girl, first of all, know who you having these babies for. Cause if these people is this corrupt and all of this, and you want to quit race washing and you want to race wash and all this stuff like that, and girl, you should have knew all of these things about this man, but we had that baby. Now that part is not Jay-Z's fault. But if you was incarcerated, Jay-Z probably did what he felt was the next best thing. Like, that little boy had to go somewhere. So the best thing was probably to get him to Canada with his daddy. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of get where she coming from, but I kind of don't.
Yeah, and I don't get this Super Bowl thing where they threw up the middle finger, and now you got to pay the NFL, what was it, $16 million and something for her life or whatever. It's like, wait. NFL, you ain't lost no money because of that at all. But we do know your majority of your players, we know who they look like, and we also know majority of the owners who they look like and where the majority of them dollars is going. So Jay-Z shouldn't have been a part of that at all, and making her do that at all. But I still don't get why she can't, see her child. There's people coming over here all the time having babies, and they, you get what I'm saying?
I think
and that's just having babies over here.
It's because she's an immigrant that got in trouble, and now her son is like in another country, Canada. So it's almost like, I don't know what the stipulations of her arrest and all of that was. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes once you've been convicted, like an ex-con, you can't cross the border like that, going into other countries and stuff like that. So it may have more stuff involved in what she's actually saying. But it's like, we can't make assumptions. But from what it looks like, Jay-Z seemed like he did what was best for that child. Now, as far as you throwing up the middle finger, it's just like old boy getting down on one knee and refusing to play football. And he said he couldn't play for a few years. So he missed more than 16 million.
He ain't played no more since.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, once you piss off the NFL, there's consequences, boo-boo. So I don't know. And Jay-Z is affiliated with the NFL. So he probably was like, yeah, I'm going to get her to apologize. She finna apologize with this money.
In other words, they're saying ain't nothing bigger than the NFL. So you better watch it.
Yeah, so the moral of the story is, sweetie, I forgot what she said she was from, but she from another country. Get to know these people that you having these sharing by. I know everybody wanna, have the little swirl going on sometimes. And when you have a little swirl going on, sometimes you end up wrapped up in some mess. See what I'm saying? Cause those, people of other color, they tend to always be able to get custody of their children. Okay?
Especially in what they call the U.S.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, let us know y'all thoughts on the whole situation, even though I think it's a lot of details missing.
Yeah, and she said something about speaking out for the unaliving and ethnic cleansing or whatever like that. Is a certain part of the world that she's referring to right now.
Yeah, I want to say she might be from let me go back.
Palestine or something.
I think she from over that way
Gaza
somewhere
or whatever.
Yeah. And see, she's calling out first. The article started out with her calling out U.S. immigration policies. So I'm not sure if that has something to do with her being an immigrant or because her baby daddy is across the border.
And him being an immigrant as well.
He's not no immigrant. He's Canadian.
So Canadian ain't
She's
US.
Where is she from?
I heard you say Sri Lanka a couple of times, but
yeah, she's a Sri Lankan rhymer. So, but she don't look like she from Sri Lanka. She look like she from like Afghanistan or somewhere. Like that may be where she lives, but that's not her ethnicity or
her culture,
her ethnicity, nationality. I don't know, girl. Like I said, it's like it's a lot of information missing from this whole thing, and people ranting on the internet They not finna give you all the details. So she need to bring some clarity so we can dissect this a little better. But yeah, let us know y'all thoughts in the comments on this one. All right, y'all, on this next topic, this is, since we were talking about Jay-Z, Roc Nation's iconic pre-Grammy brunch has reportedly been canceled for 2024. Now, this is coming from Revolt.tv. However, they were saying that the brunch was canceled because of Diddy's allegations, but we finna find out what Revolt is saying. So it says on Thursday, February the 1st, Page 6 reported that Roc Nation's famed brunch event will not be taking place in 2024. No reasons were given as to why the pre-Grammy celebration was said to have been canceled. As far as what legendary couple Jay-Z and Beyonce will be doing instead, the publication said that they are expected to attend Clive Davis' party in support of Sony Music Publishing CEO John Platt, who is being honored with the Grammy Salute to Industry Icons Award. Since 2011, the Roc Nation brunch has become the premier destination for entertainment A-listers before the Grammy Awards. Past guests of the exclusive meetup have included the likes of Rihanna, DJ Khaled, Swizz Beatz, Kanye West, Kevin Hart, Megan Thee Stallion, Tyler the Creator, Chloe and Halle Bailey, Lil' Kim, Joey Badass, Tim's, Babyface, Pusha T, Kelly Rowland, and Sean Diddy Combs. Back in October 2023, Marlon Wayans jokingly complained about never being invited to the Roc Nation party during an appearance on Drink Champs. He won't let me in the Grammy party. I can't get in the dinner. I can't get in the Grammy party, he expressed to NORE and DJ EFN. In another interview on Big Boy's Neighborhood, the actor-comedian proposed his own brunch. Let's do a brunch because there are so many people talking about how they ain't invited to the brunch. The uninvited Roc Nation brunch. The brunch for the other guys, he said. So me, you, LL Cool J, Snoop Dogg, we do the alright ninja brunch. We ain't rocking out. We alright. We got enough money to be alright. And you ain't gonna wear a dope suit. You can wear Zara suits. Everybody wears Zara suits. You can't spend over $150 for your suit. No real jewelry. Everything fake. He is crazy. But yeah, they're still not explaining why they didn't have it. But like I said, I heard that it was because of everything that was going on with P. Diddy. What you think, D-Man?
Well, that was about to get ready to go on because they said that was in February. So they could have had some interesting tell-alls or some, what they call it up in reading books, foreshadowing. You know what I'm saying? Of what was to come with Diddy. So they didn't want him, all of those people at one spot and location for him to do like a run up. Let's run up and knock, a no knock warrant or whatever like that, as they call it.
Maybe so. I didn't think of it from that perspective, but they were saying that Jay-Z is trying to like cut ties with Diddy, and he didn't want to actually say you're not invited if this man been showing up to all of your brunches, and then all of a sudden now you don't want him there. He didn't know how to say where you not invited, so he just act like it's been canceled because they gotta go over here to Clive Davis thing.
It's like no. You best believe it's probably a couple of them other ones that would have been at that party too, or that brunch.
I think the party they talking about with Clive Davis, they just made that up. Like, let's hurry up and act like it was something else going on. You see what I'm saying? Like, we finna put together something over here to detour everybody from thinking about this brunch.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, man, you ain't invited, I don't want to deal with you no more. But when y'all done did dirt together, you can't just run up and say this to this man, because right now he actually is saying a whole bunch of folks finna go down with him. He's threatening everyone. Like, he's saying, everybody, if I go down, everybody going down with me.
Ain't no everybody going down with me because
So-
everybody didn't do everything with you, partner.
So what Jay-Z doing, he treading light. Like, I ain't gonna just cancel him like that. Like, man, you ain't invited. Like, we gotta do a whole,
Just cancel everything.
theatrics type of thing.
And we got to be somewhere else. Although they said this wasn't your very first time ever doing it. Apparently, you've done it several times before. So this is almost like an annual event.
And it's interesting that the person they said who event they going to, that's P. Diddy's mentor. That's his mentor. So was he even invited to that one?
But once again, once you have so much power, because they say money is power too. So when you have so much money, then you're privy for different types of information. You might have some as they say, little birdies from different places to tell you different things so that you don't be in certain areas when certain things supposed to pop off. I'm just gonna say hints at the houses that somebody owns. They were never there when it popped off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, let us know what y'all think in the comments below. But I'm thinking it's just, people trying to sever ties with certain individuals. That's what it's looking like to me.
Sometimes ain't gonna ever be severed. I think I just showed you a video the other day of the two of them and others within the video. So sometimes it's not gonna be severed because it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I think. They trying to sever ties, and my thing is, I want to find out, was he even invited to that Clive Davis situation? Now, if he wasn't invited over there, then yeah. But yeah, guys, let us know. I got to do some more research on this.
Oh yeah, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
So the next topic, you guys, is coming from today.com via pop culture. And it says, Larsa Pippen says she's single and ready to mingle, confirming Marcus Jordan split. The two have been Instagram official since January, but their ties go way back. Larsa Pippen says her relationship with Marcus Jordan has ended, and despite joking that she's single and ready to mingle, she'll be taking her time before opening up her love life again. During a March 26th episode of Amy Robach and TJ Holmes' podcast, Amy and TJ, the 49-year-old reality star confirmed that her relationship with the 33-year-old former basketball player was over. According to Larsa Pippen, time apart from Marcus Jordan gave her clarity on the direction of their relationship. Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan have been together since 2022. I think when you're alone, you really kind of miss the person or realize maybe you're not my guy. And I feel like that made me realize that I don't think he's my guy, she said on the podcast. I just think we're on a different journey, and I feel like I have to be true to who I am and what I'm doing and what he's doing, she continued. I want him to be happy. He's a great guy, but I just don't feel like it's for me. When asked by Robach if the couple's age difference contributed to their split, Larsa Pippen replied that it was not. I don't think it's the age, it's just where we are right now, Pippen responded. I've dated guys way older than me that were way more immature than him. Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan had a 16-year age gap. I'm single and ready to mingle, Pippen said before backtracking. I'm just kidding. Are you not ready to mingle? Seriously? Holmes asked. I mean, not right now, but soon probably, Pippen explained. Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan have opened up about the complications of their shared history and 16-year age gap on their podcast, Separation Anxiety. So remember a while back, I had told D-Man that Scottie Pippen's ex-wife was dating Michael Jordan's son. And somebody asked Michael Jordan how did he feel about that. And Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan was like, he don't approve of it.
No, I wouldn't approve of it either.
It's like, what? Girl, really? Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan was like brothers. Y'all children would have been cousins. So that means, auntie, you dating your nephew. And you thought it was going to work.
No.
But that's why I said that about the other topics. When they were talking about Drea and the Jalen Green dude, I'm like, it just all...
Stay on topic.
This is part of the topic. She's 16 years older than him.
That's that bull. You know what I'm saying? In references to Chicago Bulls, you know, that man was probably there for them babies to be born. You know, you probably was there. You know what I'm saying?
Auntie was there.
And that's crazy. It's like, ooh, you know what? As soon as you get out of them diapers.
Like, those type of situation is just weird. It's giving weird. Now, had y'all not known each other prior to that, maybe if y'all just had a met somewhere, you know, that ain't got nothing to do with families have known each other for since I can't.
No, that's crazy.
Now she done ruined that boy.
Jordan's son, he you know, he just wrong. Jordan should, you know, like, look, of all of the different billions and billions of women out here in this world, you gotta go to like my best friend's ex-wife of everybody.
My best friend's ex-wife who had my best friend's churn.
Mm-hmm. And
they churn around your age.
Come on. Like, nah, y'all stop it. Y'all
we had our churns together.
You play too much.
Yeah, she doing too much.
And now her love box is single and ready to mingle. It didn't mingle too much. You know, it's confused. And
she said she had to go spend time alone to realize he wasn't her guy. So he dumped you first, and then you realize he wasn't the one. But that's the thing. These older women need to quit doing all that plastic surgery. You know, she had all that plastic surgery done to look like Kim Kardashian. And now she thinks she young. I'm just saying. And sometimes that plastic surgery make you even more older in the joints. You know, your knees be going out.
Yeah, because you done been cut on and everything like that.
You got to take all this medication all the time. Girl. Anyway, so, yeah. I don't know how to feel about that, but I just think it was really, really weird. So, let me know y'all thoughts on it.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm kind of glad they broke up. I'm glad he, you know, left her alone. Hopefully he'll get someone, you know, closer to his age, not, you know, run down, because she was hanging with them Kardashians for a while too now. And mind you, let's not forget, Khloe baby daddy was going with Larsa first. Khloe stole her baby daddy from Larsa.
How old is Khloe's baby daddy?
He's young too. Yeah. Anyway, y'all. So yeah, I'm glad Marcus got out of that tangled web.
Yeah. Like, dude, really? But anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on. Let us know what y'all think about that.
This next topic, you guys, is everybody knows this Diddy situation. So this is coming from NPR.org, and it says a timeline of allegations against Sean Combs. The rap mogul's recent lawsuits allege misconduct dating back to the start of his 3-decade career. In recent months, Sean Diddy Combs, the hip-hop billionaire who played a major role in commercializing rap, has become the subject of several civil suits accusing him of sexual misconduct, including rape and assault. For many years, Combs represented affluence as he turned his stake in the Bad Boy Entertainment record label he founded into an empire that extended to fashion, media, liquor, and beyond. Whatever I want, I get. He yelped in a clip from his 2017 documentary, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, after smashing things on his desk. What was initially seen as a fodder for the grind set from the Ultimate Hustle mogul now feels more like evidence of an aggressive, domineering disposition, one in line with the vicious person depicted in the filings. A timeline of events dating back 30 years, juxtaposed with milestones from Combs' career, displays not only a chilling history of alleged violent behavior, but the way power and celebrity have shielded him. And this is allegations from the civil suits appear italicized on the timeline. 1990. Combs starts his music industry career as an intern at the Uptown Records working under executive Andre Harrell. 1990-1991. According to November 2023 lawsuit, Combs and the R&B singer Aaron Hall allegedly sexually assault an unnamed victim and a friend after a music industry event, then beat her several days later when confronted. 1991. According to a November 2023 lawsuit, Combs allegedly drugged, sexually assaults, and videotapes 19-year-old Joy Dickerson after going on a date with him. 1993, after being fired from his duties at Uptown Records, Combs starts his own label, Bad Boy Records. The label grows in popularity and notoriety over the course of the decade, breaking the careers of Craig Mack, the Notorious B.I.G., Maze, The Lox, Faith Evans, and more. 1996, Combs is found guilty of criminal mischief for threatening a photographer from the New York Post with a GUN. 1998, Combs starts throwing his annual Hamptons all-white parties that come to be known as so lavish and exclusive. He earns the rep of being modern-day Gatsby. Guests range from music industry execs and artists to actors, real estate moguls, and sport team owners. April 16, 1999, Combs is arrested and charged with 2 felonies, second-degree assault and criminal mischief, in the beating of record executive Stevie Stout, who says Combs and 2 bodyguards beat him with their fists, a telephone, a champagne bottle, and a chair. When Combs publicly apologizes, Stout asked for the charges to be dismissed. Combs reportedly paid Stout $500,000. The assault charge is dropped. Combs pleads guilty to the lesser charge of harassment, and he is sentenced to 1 day of anger management classes. December 27, 1999, Combs, along with then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez and rapper Shine, are arrested in relation to a pow-powing at Club New York. Combs is charged for weapons violations, but is ultimately acquitted. March 2000, the first season of Making the Band airs on ABC, then later MTV. The reality TV competition centers Combs as he searches for new talent to put together in a band. Running for 12 seasons total, the show later became a cultural staple for MTV, and through it, Combs created bands like Day 6 and Danity Kane, all signed to Bad Boy Records. March 26, 2001, in a lawsuit, local TV host Roger Mills sues Combs, accusing him of assault, false imprisonment, destruction of property, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and a civil conspiracy in an exchange where Combs' entourage roughed him up and destroyed his camera. As we have yet to be served with this complaint, we are unable to comment on specific allegations. A Combs spokesperson said in a statement, however, any claim that Mr. Combs participated in any wrongdoing is totally false. Furthermore, facilitating the press with this baseless complaint is a blatant attempt to exploit Mr. Combs' celebrity for media attention. A jury finds in favor of Combs in 2004. 2003, according to a December 2023 lawsuit, Combs, his former Bad Boy Records president Harvey Pierre, and a third unidentified man allegedly gang raped a gang raped an unnamed 17-year-old victim at a Manhattan recording studio. July 6, 2004, Combs arrives at his annual Hamptons all-white party in possession of the Declaration of Independence, marking a new level of fortune and braggadocio for the mogul. 2005, Combs and the singer Cassie Ventura meet for the first time, and Combs expresses interest and wanted to sign her to his label. Ventura is 19 years old and Combs is 37. February 2006, Ventura signed a 10-album deal with Bad Boy Entertainment. Her debut single, Me and You, is released and her self-titled album drops the same year. According to a November 2023 lawsuit, Combs' vicious cycle of abuse begins here. Ventura alleges years of physical, psychological, and emotional abuse. She claims Combs forced her to purchase and take illegal drugs like cocaine, ketamine, and ecstasy, that he filmed her as he forced her to participate in SCX with male SCX workers in multiple cities for his own voyeuristic pleasure in a practice he called freak-offs, and that he beat her on many occasions in retaliation for talking to other men, often with witnesses present. October the 24th, 2007, Combs becomes a marketing ambassador and stakeholder in Ciroc vodka by beverage maker Diageo. Sales of the vodka skyrocketed, and Combs becomes synonymous with the brand. March 6, 2007, in a lawsuit, Gerald Rechnizer alleges that Combs punched him, pushed his girlfriend, and tried to spit on another woman outside Teddy's nightclub at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. In a statement, Combs' attorney, Benjamin Brofman, says, "It's just another example of an opportunist seeking to fabricate a lawsuit based on a flat-out lie to try to take advantage of Mr. Combs' celebrity status. The case is settled out of court in March 2008, the terms undisclosed." May 11, 2007, in a complaint to the police, Combs, making the band co-star Laurieann Gibson, alleges that he threatened her with a chair while New Edition's Michael Bivins held her in place. Combs' attorney, Brofman, claims Gibson overreacted to theatrics performed for the cameras. Sources claim to the New York Daily News that he yelled for the cameras to be turned off. This is just another example of a false accusation by someone trying to take advantage of Sean's success and celebrity status, Brofman says. 2010, in the November 2023 suit, Ventura claims all aspects of her life were controlled by either Mr. Combs or his management companies. She claims he paid for her apartment and all living expenses, and that he had access to her medical records. For instance, when Miss Ventura began experiencing memory loss, potentially due to excessive drug use and or head injuries caused by Mr. Combs' beatings, as described below, her MRI results were provided directly to Mr. Combs. Mr. Combs also repeatedly arranged for his staff to drive Miss Ventura to certain doctor's appointments. In this way, Mr. Combs exerted ownership over Miss Ventura. February the 12th, 2012, in the November 2023 suit, Ventura alleges that Combs said he was going to blow up the car of rapper Kid Cudi, whom Ventura was dating at the time, and that he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. Kid Cudi, in a statement to the New York Times, corroborated the account. October 21st, 2013, Combs launches his cable news network, Revolt TV. The network later expands into the radio, digital, and film space. January 8, 2014, Combs announces a new joint venture with Diageo, De Leon Tequila, and again becomes synonymous with a liquor brand. 2015, Combs celebrates the 20th anniversary of Bad Boy Records with a box set and a tour featuring the label's legacy signees. September 2018, after multiple attempts to sever ties with Combs, Ventura says she met with him to have dinner and believed it was to talk of concluding her Bad Boy contract and have a discussion about concluding their relationship for good. But after the dinner, Ventura alleged he forced himself into her apartment and forcibly forcibly REAPED'd her. From November 2023 suit, soon thereafter, Miss Ventura took steps to completely separate herself from her longtime abuser, including by leaving the home that he paid for and returning the car he purchased for her. June 26, 2022, Combs received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2022 BET Awards and performs a medley of his hits with special guest stars during the award ceremony. October 28, 2022, Forbes reports that Combs is a certified billionaire thanks to his deals with Diageo, Revolt TV, and music business ventures. 2022 through 2023. In a February 2024 lawsuit, producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a former producer of Combs who worked with him on his latest release, the Love album, Off the Grid, alleges that the music mogul groped him repeatedly and during the duration of making the album. Combs forced Jones to solicit SES worker, take illegal drugs, and more. The suit names others close to Combs, including Combs' son, Justin Dior Combs, and high-ranking members of Motown Records and Universal Music Group as co-defendants. September the 15th, 2023, Combs received the key to the city from New York Mayor Eric Adams. November 16, 2023, Ventura accuses Diddy of years of sexual misconduct, harassment, sex trafficking, and RAPE. Ventura's allegations lasted for the entirety of their working and personal relationship. Ventura files the civil suit in New York Superior Court under the State Adult Survivors Act, a New York law permitting victims of sexual abuse 1 year window to file civil actions regardless of the statute of limitation of the crimes themselves. Tiffany Red, a songwriter and one of Cassie's collaborators, later publicly corroborates her claims. Combs, via his attorney Benjamin Brofman, told the New York Times Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Miss Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. 1 day after the public filing of her suit, Ventura and Combs settled outside of court for an undisclosed amount. In a statement, Ventura says, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control," while Combs' statements read, "I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love." November the 23rd, 2023, 1 day before the window for filing suits under the Adult Survivors Act is set to close, 2 separate lawsuits alleging misconduct in the early 1990s are filed against Combs in the New York Superior Court, one by Joy Dickerson and the other by an unnamed plaintiff. November the 28th, 2023, Combs temporarily steps down as chairman of Revolt TV amid the lawsuits. December the 6th, 2023, the unnamed fourth person comes forward accusing Combs and others of gang RAPE in 2003. December the 6th, 2023, after only speaking through his attorney up until this point, Combs denies the accusations via his Instagram account, writing, "Enough is enough." December the 10th, 2023, in response to the accusation, 18 brands severed ties with Combs' black-owned e-commerce venture and Empower Global. December 11, 2023, a public petition started by feminist and survivor advocacy group Ultraviolet circulates calling the Recording Academy to rescind Combs' 2024 Grammy nominations for a progressive R&B album amid the sexual abuse allegations. December the 11th, 2023, the Recording Academy releases a statement in response to Diddy's 2024 Grammy nomination and the allegations. "We are taking this matter very seriously and we are in the process of evaluating it with the time and care that it deserves." December the 13th, 2023, in response to the accusation, streaming network Hulu scraps a reality show project featuring Combs that was previously in development and centered around the mogul and his family. January the 12th, 2024, a representative for Combs tells The Hollywood Reporter the mogul won't be in attendance at the Grammys. He was subsequently absent from the ceremony and all public events leading up to the awards. January the 16th, 2024, Diageo and Combs resolved their legal lawsuit around marketing of products and officially end their working relationship. February the 26th, 2024, the fifth assault lawsuit is filed against Combs by Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Combs' lawyer denies the allegations, claiming, "We have overwhelming, undisputable proof that his claims are complete lies." March 25th, 2024, homes in Los Angeles and Miami associated with Combs are raided by federal agents, including Homeland Security investigative officials, as part of what authorities referred to as an ongoing investigation. And I don't think that's all of it. But that lawyer of his, boy, every time he say they are lying, vehemently denies and all this stuff, and every time y'all settling out of court right out
Yeah, for an undisclosed amount. I'm like, how much is that undisclosed amount? And is it worth?
They just trying to ruin his reputation.
And then the governor, was it the governor?
The mayor, Adam.
The mayor, give him the keys to the city. I'm like, dude, after all of that been going on, you don't want to give nobody like that no keys to the city.
And y'all ain't heard through the grapevine what was going on? Like, really?
Yeah, they didn't heard. But it's just in publicity with the lawyers and everything like that. It looks good. But no. That's just too much. I don't believe that Diddy did not know of anything that was going to happen. He definitely knew some stuff that was going to happen. So yeah, you don't need to show up in any public events or anything like that. You need to stay on the low. So he knew that.
So do you think that was the reason why the brunch was
canceled?
Cause Diddy couldn't come?
No, because if Diddy had showed up,
he was gonna get raided.
It was hey, and everybody up in there with him is like, hey, at the wrong place, wrong time. So everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know, as they say, you don't want to do some things. You be in the wrong place at the wrong time can carry a whole bunch of stuff. So Diddy getting his own stuff and not everybody else.
Right. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments below. And yeah. This next topic, you guys, is coming from Hot 107.9. And it reads, Jay-Z's alleged mistress dies at 28. It says, fitness and beauty expert Kathy Coriana White was found unalive in her Manhattan apartment on September the 2nd. White, a Howard University graduate, a contributor to various online publications, and was the CEO of her own public relations firm, White Label PR. The reported cause of unalive was an aneurysm. The LA beauty battled the blogs last year after the Hollywood Street King reported that she was the mistress of Jay-Z. The rumors were sparked after she and model Claudia Jordan were allegedly spotted at Las Vegas Thai nightclub sitting at a table with Jay-Z and P. Diddy. A young woman who was rumored to be tied to Jay-Z has been unalived at only 28 years old. Industry publicist, fitness and beauty expert Kathy Coriana White, known as Corey to friends, has passed away. Friends of White have confirmed reports that White was unalive from an aneurysm. It's not clear what kind of aneurysm she died from, as it can develop on many parts of the body. A website called Medical News Today states an aneurysm occurs when part of the blood vessel, artery, or cardiac chamber swells. Either the blood vessel is damaged or there is a weakness in the wall of the blood vessel. As blood pressure builds up, it balloons out at its weakest point. The swelling can be quite small or very large. When large, it tends to extend along the blood vessel. As the aneurysm grows, there is a greater risk of rupture. This can lead to severe hemorrhage and other complications, including sudden death. Her death has stirred up some unwanted attention for Jay-Z with claims of a hidden love child in Trinidad and Tobago, and Illuminati crazies theorists claiming her death was a sacrifice for the famous couple. It's so sad, R.I.P. Kathy. A former journalist for Star Magazine, Liz Crocken, was set to do an interview with Kathy White. This was going to be White's tell-all about her alleged affair with the new NYC rapper. Days after booking the interview with Kathy White, Liz reached out to follow up, and the alleged mistress's colleagues informed her that she was unalive. The reason behind her passing was a brain aneurysm, according to her autopsy. The former journalist does not believe her cause of death. I find it highly suspicious that seemingly healthy 28-year-old woman would drop dead from an aneurysm. Wow.
That was a quote, correct?
Yeah.
That was a quote, Ms. White.
Could be.
Wow.
Well, like all I can say, I don't know what to say about this, but Beyonce have said don't mess with her man. She told y'all that in that video, in them songs. So it be sometimes some bad juju behind all that.
Yeah, and I know another Atlanta rapper who has talked about different things in his songs, talking about some unaliving being the case or the cause of a stroke, heart attack, aneurysm, those particular things with seemingly, like you just said, healthy individuals who has no priors of anything.
Yeah,
Although
did they get the jab?
I wondered that too. Yeah, I promise you that was a thought. But nothing prior. It didn't say she had a history of anything. Although it can be, well, they say that it can be unexpected. But sometimes things are not just say unexpected.
Yeah, I think it's just that bad juju. You don't mess with no everybody, man. I'm just saying. Let us know y'all thoughts on that in the comments below.
That's so good. There's something.
All right, guys. The next topic, and excuse all the background commotion. They do not respect my hustle around here. Anyway, this is coming from Vibe.com, and it says JT clears her name of drug use following Young Miami's being accused in Diddy lawsuit. The City Girl rapper isn't happy to see people act up. And it says Young Miami was recently accused of trafficking pink cocaine for Diddy as part of Lil Rod's amended lawsuit. The internet narcotics then tried to link her City Girl's comrade JT into the mix by saying she uses drugs, and the No Bars rapper was not having it. Fans resurfaced a clip from 2019 interview where they heard a suspicious noise and believed that JT was snorting something off screen. So that's where JT getting that ish from. Makes perfect sense now, they wrote, referring to her getting the drugs from the Carisha Please host. She took the X, formerly known as Twitter, to quickly shut that narrative down. First of all, I was in the halfway house being drug tested every night I went in, she wrote. I explained this years ago. I never did cocaine and never will. It actually destroyed my family. Y'all get on here making jokes about ish for ish and giggles and don't know people post-trauma. Stop playing with me, please. Lil Rod amended his initial lawsuit this past Monday, March 25th. He originally spoke about Diddy using pink cocaine, otherwise known as Tussie. But the updated version claimed that Young Miami, Puff's partner, was helping him to transport it. Plaintiff and the Combs Rico Enterprise were rehearsing for something in the Westival in Virginia, the court documents read. Plaintiff Jones personally witnessed Mr. Combs do a few lines of coke in his dressing room. Defendant Sean Combs wanted Tucci by Brendan Paul forgot it. So defendant Christina Coram called Young Miami, who then brought it on the private jet from Miami. The coincidence is interesting given the fact that people were aware of the mogul and Act Up rapper's relationship, and as the lawsuit came out, they continually wondered if she took part in any of Diddy's many alleged crimes. As recently as this past Monday, one fan asked, "Where Carisha at?" She replied, "Right here, what's up?" This snowball continues to roll down the hill and pick up more people along the way. This week got off to a crazy start as Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes were raided on Monday. While the Bad Bar founder wasn't in either residence, his sons Christian Combs and Justin Combs were found at his LA home. Homeland Security expert Hal Hempfer told Fox 11 that they were searching laptops, flash drives, and anything that would connect Combs with the allegations. Puff's legal team deemed the military level force used to raid their client's home as excessive and reiterated his innocence. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated, Aaron Dyer, his attorney, said. The former Making the Band star was found near an airport in Miami that same day, and his private jet was tracked to Antigua. This story began in November 2023 when his ex-girlfriend Cassie filed a lawsuit for RAPE, SEX trafficking, and other heinous crimes. Though they settled outside of court, it was the catalyst for several other sexual assault lawsuits to be thrown the former Revolt owner's way. So once again, y'all, this is another piece of this crazy puzzle called Diddy and his crimes. But I don't know why they're trying to put JT in the mix of all of this, because the whole time she has been totally against Young Miami, aka Carisha, being with Diddy. So I don't know why they throwing her up in it. So yeah, what do y'all think about that? D-Man, you have any remarks?
Well, although some things I may not know about everything as far as this JT and all of this and all of that, I was wondering when everything went on the film of what happened on Monday with Diddy's homes in LA and Miami. I was definitely saying, what is all of the show of force for? It's like they came in like it was definitely some military raid, or like it was an act of war. That's one of the things that I remember kind of thinking, like, hey, this is an act of war against somebody that has did what, you know what I'm saying? So I was just wondering, but anyway, that's kind of about, all I have right now on that. I would definitely have to look more into it, so I can't just say comment that much,
It's not much more to look into. They putting pink touchy up their nose.
It's called pink.
And sounds like Young Miami helped to bring it in. Alright guys, let us know what y'all think about it in the comments below. On this next topic, y'all, this is an update on what's going on with Blueface. Haven't y'all noticed on social media and the internet, you haven't heard much from Blueface and Krishan lately? But anyway, this is coming from xxlmag.com, and it says Blueface won't be released from jail until summer. It says Blueface will have to spend the first 7 months of 2024 behind bars. Blueface release date revealed. Blueface is currently behind bars at the Men's Central Jail in Los Angeles, the result of turning himself in for violating his probation on Friday, January 12th, according to police documents obtained by XXL on Monday, January 15th. Blueface will be behind bars until the summer. His release date is currently listed as July 2nd, 2024. Blueface current legal issues. As previously reported, Blueface was taken into custody during a court hearing on January 12th to address him violating his probation in connection to the assault of a security guard in San Fernando Valley, California club back in 2021. I'm handling some mandatory issues, man, Blue said in a video capture of the rappers going to court. I'll see you on the other side. According to Blueface's mother, Kalisa Sappho, the latest legal drama is due to Blueface being charged in connection to incidents involving his children's mothers, Krishan Rock and Jaden Alexis. Krishan accompanied Blueface to turn himself in. Lord knows our hearts are praying for Jonathan, Sappho wrote on her Instagram story. Jaden got him one charge, Rock got him the one that violated the other. That's why it's so quiet. Praying everyone understands now why I didn't want them together, because parents want what's best for their children. I love them all, but not together. Praying for everyone to listen to their parents. Last year, the Los Angeles rapper avoided jail time in connection to powwowing in Las Vegas in October of 2022. Blueface was handed a 5-year suspended sentence for the powwowing on October the 2nd, 2023, after taking a plea deal last June. So that's where Blueface is currently residing. So yeah, I just want to give that update. And don't look like he getting out until July, and he's in there basically due to both his baby mamas. So yeah, you got any?
No comment.
Y'all let us know what y'all think about it in the comments below. And also, I think Krishan is going to be joining him soon. If she don't pay Tamar Braxton's background singer.
Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
So yeah, they'll have on matching outfits.
Yeah, it kind of is what it is on that one too. You know, two of them. Yeah, it is what it is.
So yeah. All right, guys. The next topic, it says, from luxury bunkers to tactical vehicles, the ultra rich are preparing for the big one. And this is coming from cbc.ca, and it reads, builders of fortified homes say injuries and applications are up in recent years. In December, Wired magazine revealed that Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta and one of the richest individuals on the planet was building a $100 million U.S. compound in Hawaii. The fact that Zuckerberg is undertaking a 9-figure renovation is hardly revelatory. The more telling detail is that the compound includes a bunker, 5,000 square feet to be specific, with concrete walls and an escape hatch. What does this tell us? It's a sign that at least some of the ultra-rich are anxious about global events and are making contingency plans for the big one, whatever form that may take. The feeling is very much in the air. Architectural Digest named luxury bunkers one of the real estate trends of 2023, and a finally appointed redoubt figured prominently in the recent Netflix thriller Leave the World Behind. Brian Cramden, president of Hardin Structures, a Virginia-based firm that builds multi-million-dollar fortified homes and bomb shelters, said work has been steady for years, but he has seen a major uptick in the last 2-3 months. With Putin and North Korea and what's going on in Gaza, I'm getting lots of inquiries, he said. It's wars, it's Trump, it's the divisiveness of the nation. Cramden said the most commonly cited threats include a breakdown of law and order, the detonation of nuclear weapon, a hostile power activating on electromagnetic pulse, EMP, to disrupt the communications network, and the diffuse effects of climate change. Vivos, a California-based company that provides shelter solutions, told CBC inquiries and applications are up over 2,000% year over year. A history of taking shelter. The concept of a bunker goes back to antiquity. It was a place where someone could store precious belongings away from warring factions and social unrest, but also the environment, said Bradley Garrett, a cultural geographer based in California and the author of Bunker Building for the End Times. He said the notion of a shelter as an architectural form started to emerge during the Second World War. As the Cold War evolved, governments dug deep underground to build increasingly elaborate bunkers. Some, like Canada's famed Bunker, were meant to protect political elites, but in many cases they were intended to house ordinary citizens in the case of an attack. Sure, middle-class preppers also built shelters in their backyards, but they couldn't match the scale and grandeur of these state-sponsored projects that changed in the early 2000s, says Garrett, when more expansive private bunkers started to proliferate. He believed it's the result of two factors: the end of the Cold War and the runaway wealth of the world's elites. You got a lot of people with incredible amounts of money who are now capable of buying those bunkers that were built by governments, he said. Companies like Hardened Structures and Vivos handle all aspects of the construction, from the architectural design to the engineering, which typically means making it blast resistant, airtight, difficult for invaders to breach, and capable of generating its own power. Garrett said the most elaborate bunker he found while researching his book is the survival condo located in a former missile silo in Kansas, built around 2010 by a property developer who used to work for the U.S. Department of Defense. This nuclear hardened structure features walls up to 2 3/4 metric thick and can house between 36 and 75 people. In addition to providing each unit with a 5-year supply of freeze-dried and dehydrated survival food, the complex contains an indoor pool, a classroom, a library, and 2 floors of hydroponic gardens to provide fresh produce. It also has filtered air and water supplies. Units go for between $1.5 million and $3 million. It says a privileged clientele. That's fairly cheap compared to the offerings of Swiss-based Opidum, which specializes in building ultra-luxury fortified underground residences anywhere in the world. It has a number of swishy options, including Model D Heritage, the ultimate bespoke sanctuary, a 5-bedroom unit that's 12,000 square feet, includes a pool and home theater, and starts at $60 million US. Tom Gramella, the company's head of communications, told CBC News Opium's luxury bunkers are not just about survival. They're about maintaining a quality of life and peace of mind in any circumstance. Campton said Hardened Structures has become so busy that the company passes on projects of less than $1 million US. It has been involved in projects around the world, including a $90 million bunker in the Middle East and a 100-person shelter in the Canadian Rockies, but that's about as specific geographically as he will get. One of the tenets of shelter design is you don't want anyone to know about it, he said. Client confidentiality for these companies can be so intense that the builders typically only meet with intermediaries such as lawyers. Rarely do I ever actually meet the billionaire client, Cramden said, and even when you do, they always have aliases. Dread merchants. In the interest of security, the rich are not only investing in subterranean housings, but they're also buying military-grade vehicles that look like variations of the Batmobile. Resvani Motors, another California-based company, produces a fleet of tactical urban vehicles, including the Vengeance, a muscular SUV with seating for 7 and optional bulletproof package. It starts at $285,000 US. NFL wide receiver Tamari Cooper has one. Resvani's Hercules 6x6 military edition has 6 wheels as well as safety features such as onboard gas masks, electrified door handles, and underside explosive protection that will cost you $459,000 US. Having security features on the car is something that gives a lot of my clients peace of mind, says Cynthia Karimi, head of public relations and client relations at Resvani Motors, who wouldn't reveal how many vehicles the company sells in a year. Her clients have the resources to give themselves an additional element of protection in their lives, she said, noting these are the same people sometimes who also have bunkers. While he admits to having a fascination with this type of end-days planning, Garrett is concerned when the bunker becomes a business proposition. In the book, he calls these companies dread merchants. It's not just the space that they're selling, it's the narrative that they're selling, he said. It's in the interest of these bunker builders to sell you a story about how horrible things are and about how the world is falling apart so that you will buy into their scheme. Gramella sees it differently. Opidum's clients are forward-thinking individuals who understand the value of preparedness in an unpredictable world, and spending millions on a luxury fallout shelter reflects a broader trend among ultra-high net worth individuals toward prioritizing security and resilience in their personal and financial planning strategies. And then it goes into the individual protection. While the rich may have the resources, they can't predict the future. They can only anticipate the challenges. In a 2022 piece for The Guardian, technology pundit Douglas Rushkoff talked about attending a highly secretive gathering with ultra wealthy people who wanted to pick his brain about how to prepare for the event, quote unquote. They peppered him with questions not only about shelters but also the wisdom of acquiring mercenary armies and where on earth they were likely to be most safe. His conclusion: their extreme wealth and privilege served only to make them obsessed with insulating themselves from the very real and present danger of climate change, rising sea levels, mass migration, global pandemics, nativist panic, and resource depletion. For them, the future of technology is about only one thing: escape from the rest of us. As Garrett points out, collaboration is likely to be the winning strategy in any post-apocalyptic scenario. Community is really important because no one person can have all the skills that you need to be able to survive an event, he said. Think about locking yourself in a bunker for 3 years, let's say. There's some terrible event happening outside and you get a tooth infection. I mean, unless you're a dentist, the likelihood that you can solve that problem is extremely low. Vivos addresses this with its X-Point compound in South Dakota, which is a bunker community of 575 units built on a former U.S. military base. Vivos is not merely about concrete, steel, and blast doors. It's about having a backup plan for mankind to survive and for families to have the opportunity to potentially be a part of a like-minded community as these events unfold, said Dante Vicino, Director of Operations at Vivo X-Point, in an email to CBC. There is more recent development, said Garrett. You see people now building these bunker communities where their goal is to get people that have complementary skills to move in with each other, he said. There's a kind of matchmaking process that I find totally fascinating. Well, as y'all can see, he only mentioned 2 people. Now, everybody knew about Zuckerberg having a bunker, but that football player I didn't know. And he had just said that, you know, he liked to keep client confidentiality, but he made sure to say the NFL player's name. Now, I know personally Kim Kardashian has one. Maybach Music dude
Rick Ross
has one. I'm sure Kanye got one. But I'm just saying, if you're going to keep your clients confidential, then why did you go on to say this NFL player? And I'm sure he's like that and not like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can read between the lines. You ain't even got to read between the lines.
Yeah.
Now, I find it fascinating how they said Zuckerberg also is building a $100 million one in Hawaii. And we all know what just happened on one of the islands in Hawaii, right? So that's kind of like, wow, okay. And with these bunkers too, you know that they must be worth something because they have video of them practicing with the atomic bomb, and how it just, didn't destroy the camera. You just seen it just go. So apparently they have something worth something, and
Yeah, they not spending their wealth like that for nothing just to say, oh, I got a bunker too. It's not like buying a Louis Vuitton bag.
And they keep saying elites. So of elites, it's only few elites and less of what? Less of middle poor class citizens, right? So that's like a code word for, hey, we wiping all the middle poor class off the earth.
Don't say all that. But yeah, it's a reason why they just made that documentary. Leave the world behind. Take note, people. Do what you gotta do. But yeah, they didn't make that movie for nothing, and these people are not spending their hard-earned wealth for nothing.
So they must be privy to some other information
Always.
that we are not. Once again, I tell you, money is power. So
Always follow the money. So that's why me and D-Man showed y'all how you can survive too. Like when we showed y'all our tiny home and all our little foldable appliances and stuff like that, go back and watch those old videos. You don't have to be no billionaire to get lost off the grid, okay?
And just like they saying with at least so many, well, they said 3 years worth of freeze-dried food and stuff like that, So make sure at every paycheck or every other paycheck, get you something. Get you something, because they're telling you certain things that everybody else isn't telling you. Everybody else is saying, oh yeah, life as usual and go on and go on. But when you look the alternate way, it's like they say in Lord of the Rings, when you're looking somewhere else, you don't have time to do what you need to do.
Yeah, we too distracted. But focus, people. Focus. But yeah, guys, let us know what y'all think about these bunkers down in the comment section. Have y'all seen Mark Zuckerberg's underground spot? I did see it. He got a lot going on down there. But you can view these bunkers, well, his bunker, on the internet. So that's what got me so fascinated about it. And, seeing that Rick Ross had one. So I was like, okay, Rick Ross done bought one? What is really going on? But yeah, guys, so let us know what y'all think, and we're gonna move on to our final topic in just a moment. All right, guys, this is the last topic for this particular chat session, and it's coming from Capital Extra, and it says Ashanti pregnant, due date, baby's gender, and all the pregnancy details. It says, is Ashanti pregnant by boyfriend Nelly? Here's everything we know after they rekindled their decade-long romance. This comes just months after Nelly and Ashanti rekindled their romance in 2023, 10 years after ending their decade-long relationship. Now it seems Ashanti's mother has confirmed the news of the pregnancy during a recent appearance. In March 2024, Tina Douglas, Ashanti's mother and manager, was congratulated on the alleged pregnancy before appearing to confirm the news by saying it hasn't officially been announced. Well, there's been no announcement. It hasn't come out yet, she said, but until I hear from Ashanti and Nelly. The artists first met at the Grammys in 2003, but called things off in 2013 and have now announced their pregnancy in 2023. So here's everything you need to know. When is Ashanti and Nelly's babies due? So far, Ashanti and Nelly have not publicly revealed when their little one is due. However, we do know it will be sometime in 2024. Ashanti, 43, just sparked pregnancy speculation in December 2023 when she attended Nelly Black and White Ball in St. Louis with her partner. During the event, she put her hand on her stomach and Nelly did the same and broke into laughter after hinting together. In January 2024, during a tour stop in Texas, a clip went viral of Ashanti performing in an oversized t-shirt and thigh-high boots, with fans speculating she is concealing a bump. In a post shared to gossip account, The Shade Room, Ashanti was seen performing with Ja Rule, but talk turned to her outfit as one commented, "Is that a belly?" I was looking at her belly the entire time, another commented on the post, where she was recorded performing hits like Body on Me and Foolish. What is Nelly and Ashanti's baby's gender? Nelly and Ashanti have not revealed the gender of their little one and may indeed choose not to share the gender of their baby until they are born. In response to their rekindling romance, a source told US Weekly a few years ago, Ashanti never would have imagined reconciling with Nelly, but they're enjoying spending time together. The insider said at the time, they don't want to rush anything. They went Insta official in October 2023 as Nelly toasted to Ashanti's 43rd birthday. Fans have speculated that Nelly and Ashanti are welcoming a baby girl after the singer wore a baby pink oversized t-shirt whilst performing with the Just a Dream rapper. A fan commented underneath the post of the pair and said, somebody said not them wearing gender reveal colors, as another quipped. Think they're telling us it's a girl? LOL. Ashanti and Nelly seem to be going from strength to strength in their relationship and frequently share adorable posts across social media. Despite officially announcing her pregnancy, Ashanti has kept fans guessing after wearing a variety of oversized jerseys while performing. The bigger the belly, the bigger the shirts. LOL. I ain't mad at it, speculated one fan. How many kids does Ashanti have? Ashanti does not have any children, and this baby with Nelly will be the 43-year-old's first. The pair originally met 20 years ago at a press conference for the Grammy Awards and are now expectant parents. How many kids does Nelly have? Unlike Ashanti, Nelly does have children from a previous partner. He shares a son, Cornell Hayes III, 24, and a daughter, Chanel, 29, from a previous relationship. He also has 2 adopted children from his stepsister, Jacqueline Donahue, who died on March the 25th, 2005. So yeah, guys, now that's gonna be an age gap. Your big sister 29.
That is a big age gap.
See, that's what I be saying. Like, you never know what the cosmos gonna do, but
Man, when they got jokes, they got jokes.
But you notice how they never said Nelly age. They kept saying Ashanti age 43, but I think Nelly like 50.
Well,
He 50 something. But anyway, congrats to them. Now, I could have swore years ago when they was together, I could have swore Ashanti was pregnant before. Like big full round belly by Nelly, long time ago. But anywho,
digress.
So yeah, congrats guys.
Yep.
Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments below. What do y'all think she having? Now, an idea here is twins in there.
Yeah, I heard. So one thing talking about a gender reveal. So is it twin girls? Could it be a girl and a boy? And just because she has on pink, a lot of women have pink.
Girls
anyway.
like pink.
Yeah. So that can't be just per se a gender reveal.
Me people reaching.
I
did hear it was twins because that belly got round really, really fast. It's big and round. See these pictures on here? I got some that's a little bit more telling. For her to be just a couple of months.
And is it just me, or is twins kind of
in the air?
Like regular right now?
It's something in the water. I'm not gonna hold you. It's so many people having twins, triplets right now, and they look like this, not like this.
Stop it.
Like this.
You said the triplet word.
Look it up.
That's a lot.
Right here in America.
I can't imagine. That's hoodoo talk. No.
Anyway, y'all let us know what y'all think. Do y'all think it is a rise on multiple births right now? And let us know what y'all think about Nelly and Ashanti.
I'm happy for them because they've been together a long time. So.
Well, they was together a long time, then they got back together. They ain't been together that long, the second round,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Hopefully
they got history.
Hopefully they happier.
Real bad.
So.
But yeah, guys, we have come to the end of this chat session. And I want to thank our special guest, D-Man, for joining us tonight. He made this interesting, fun, exciting, gave it a different type vibe, and he was a little chatty, y'all. Now I know he's a little chatty. But thank you for joining us. We appreciate you, and you're welcome back anytime.
Okay, I'll take you up on that.
All right, so guys, we hope that you all have been inspired, enriched, informed, and are entertained. Be sure to link up with us on our other platforms. They are listed in the description of our channel. Remember to also share our chat sessions with a friend of a friend. Thanks so much for your time and support. We look forward to the next one. Peace and love. And as always, be blissful.
DJ Mike C on the track.
Cause that be natural.
Lady D.
Ain't looking tacky. I keep my game tactful.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm so nappy.
M.O.B.
Cause that be natural.
The
Ain't
infamous.
looking tacky. Cause I keep my game tactful.
I'm so pretty, I'm so faboo, I'm so natural, it's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo, fucking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon, getting these minutes like I'm a typhoon. Y'all is cheering on that cartoon, and I'm sitting on top of these buffoons. I'm so nappy, I'm so nappy. All these dudes that wanna get at me, I'm so cultured and I'm happy. Just switches wanna come back me, cause I'm comfortable in my skin. End of the day, you lose, I win. I'm so comfortable in my ends, don't care if I make or lose a few friends, and I look like $1 trillion. Lady D won a lotto, cause in the Lord I trust, and beauty is the motto. Naturally thick in the butt, I'm Billy Blanks on the Tabo. Edges a little rough, just pretend I'm from Morocco. Organ all up in my hair, cause I let my locks grow naturally. My curls popping everywhere, I'm maximizing on this natural thing. Like it or not, I don't care. You clowns ain't about to worry.